Hi everyone and happy Monday. I do hope that this weekend was a lovely one for you and last week was good for you as well. This is your Monday pick a card reading. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm a little bit further away from my camera just so that my voice isn't so aggressive on it. Yes, we're still using the old camera. However, I am a little bit further away to try to keep the levels down. So today we are doing the Vice Versa Tarot of the Orishas and the Faeries Oracle as usual. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for coming here. There are timestamps in the description to check out. I do want to just let you guys know a little bit more about what's going on with the channel because last week I did say that we were going to be starting new readings this week. And I am going to try to get that out to you by tomorrow. There's a lot more than I expected when it comes to, how about I take a deep breath? There's a lot more than I expected when it comes to the process for the new videos that I want to do. But I do want to make a new type of tarot video for you guys. I might still do a daily reading where it's just my face, just like a one card reading with my face in it, and so you guys know who you're dealing with and who you're talking to. I think it's really important that you see that there's a human being here behind the camera so that you're not listening to disembodied heads, although that's how I listen to most of my tarot videos, so that's not as much of a problem. But that will be the format that our new videos are taking, where it's back in the tarot setting or on the table setting, so that you can actually see the cards and the spread for longer than, or in a better shape, I guess, if that makes any sense. You'll see. I hope you like it. I hope you like what's coming. I hope you like the changes that are coming to the channel. On top of tarot videos, there will also be videos where I am talking about spiritual matters and just kind of, I suppose, my beliefs about certain spiritual things. I have videos about death, videos about soulmates, videos about dealing with anger. So those types of things are coming out. It's just been, just a lot of recording and a lot of editing and a lot of planning and scripting and writing and all that stuff going on. And hopefully, whatever comes, it's something that is of benefit to you and something that is of value, because I feel like I love doing daily readings and I do think there's some value there, but I'm not sure if it's having the impact that I would like it to have. So hopefully this other stuff brings a little bit more to the table than simply the very ethereal, very passive kind of daily readings, because if it's labeled as a single day reading, people aren't really going to look at it the next day, even though these messages do tend to have a bit of a longer energy to them. So stay tuned for those changes. I'll let you know tomorrow if I'm able to actually get them up, and either way I'll probably do a one card reading for you. And let's see, I think those are all the announcements. Oh, the blog post is going to be up tonight, so go to the link in the description for the blog site and check that out. There will be a new post that's just also going to be updating you with a little bit more detail about all of the Maiden Circle stuff and what's coming in our next blog series, which will be on the elements, and I'll also have some videos about the elements sprinkled in there as well. So go check that out. That's going to have a lot more detail in it, a lot more stuff about what's coming up. And again, I hope it brings you value. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you, of course, for consuming it. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting the channel and supporting Maiden Circle and supporting us on Facebook and our website and supporting me through tarot readings and all that stuff. So I want you to know that I really, really appreciate you. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started with our reading. Take a deep breath. Get yourself in that zone where you are open and ready to receive the messages that are coming to you, that are being brought to us from the beyond, from our higher selves, our ancestors, our spiritual guides, and of course, deity, God, goddess, whichever you'd like to call them. Just let yourself be open and ready to receive those messages. We are starting with the Vice Versa Tarot, okay? And if you want one of the other ones, there are, again, timestamps in the description, and I'll try to remember to put some timestamps in the comments as well. Okay, so with Vice Versa Tarot, we have the Rose Quartz. It's a pink translucent stone. Rose quartz is really good for bringing in new love, especially love of yourself and friendly love. It's a very kind of mild stone when it comes to love, so I wouldn't expect lust. I wouldn't expect raging hormones, but I would expect love. Rose quartz represents the purest of love. It represents love in its most innocent form. Okay, so if you're trying to enhance love or just feel that love in your life or be connected to the love of the divine, this is a wonderful stone to keep on you. All right, so let's see what the Vice Versa Tarot has to say for this day, Monday, July 1st, 2019. Oh my gosh, it is July 1st. We are 7 months into 2019, and I almost forgot that this was the first of the month. So that means I have a monthly reading for you guys coming up soon. But for today, concerning whoever chose the Vice Versa deck, what messages should they receive on this day? What should they know or learn or hear on this day, Monday, July 1st, 2019, for whoever this reading is meant for, whoever it's meant to reach and guide? Please tell us, what messages do they need to hear or receive on this Monday, July 1st, 2019, please and thank you. So you have the Nine of Wands on this side. Interesting. Okay. So the Nine of Wands typically means that you're coming to the end of a battle. Hopefully my voice did not just get really loud there because I kind of felt it happening. But it does mean that you're kind of coming to the end of a battle, but no one really won. So like maybe you're still standing and your enemy is down, but no one really won. That's what it typically means, okay? But then looking at this image, I think it's saying after the battle, you're being tempted. You're being tempted by something that looks sweet, something that looks innocent, but will pull you away from your true purpose. Wow. So yeah, like I feel like, and that's just because of this kind of imagery. Can you see that? So I feel like, yeah, you're being tempted, not pulled away, but you're being tempted into a place that seems calm and seems relaxing. You don't really know where that's going to be. It's kind of a dark place. And when I say dark, I don't mean negative or evil. I just mean unseeable. It's unknowable. And there's this innocent kind of energy that's just calling to you. And whether that innocence is true or a trick, you don't know. But I do feel that whatever it is that is trying to pull you into this unknown, I feel like it's got some secrets, but I don't think it wants to damage you. I think it's something that's trying to offer healing, or someone who's trying to offer healing to you. And, they're offering it in this very gentle, sweet way. But the things that they're offering are not something you're used to. They're not something you've experienced a lot in your life. They're not like, you're used to the battle. You're used to the fight. Even if you don't win, even if you get knocked down all the time, or like you knock people down and you get beat up about it, but even if you're getting beat up all the time, that's your comfort zone. That's what you're used to being. So this idea of this peaceful, calm entity or person or whatever trying to tell you, come with me and let's rest. Come with me and I will heal your wounds and I will take care of you. You don't have to know everything about me. You don't have to know, the name of this entity. You don't have to know all of their secrets. I would caution, just because you don't know those things, not to just give yourself over and be entirely trusting, but do allow yourself to take their healing. Do allow yourself to rest. Because yes, there's something you don't know. There's something that they're keeping guarded. And I get that literally just because of her stance here, is that there's something that's being guarded from you. But what's not being withheld, what's not being guarded is this care, this gentleness. And I feel like, you're being driven towards relaxation, like coming to an end of this endless battle that you've been experiencing, okay? And, you may deal with someone who's young and femme, who's offering you love, who's offering you care, all right? So try not to, like, totally resist that love and that care and that sweetness. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of sweetness and innocence trying to offer healing for you. And maybe the thing that she's hiding, that innocence is hiding, is her own pain and because she almost looks like a clay person. There's like cracks in her dress. So maybe she's hiding her own pain and her own scars and her own issues, but she's still trying to care for you. I think that's something beautiful. So let's see what the book says about the Nine of Wands on that side. Your life force has been depleted by your hard work and fierce struggles. It must be restored. The seductive barefoot woman represents that primal force, and her cave is the womb of spiritual rebirth. It's time to remove your armor, lay down your defenses, and surrender to the purely animal need to feel alive in body and soul. Yeah, so absolutely accept that healing, take it, and let yourself rest, let yourself feel loved, let yourself love outwardly, and let that battle, let those scars and all that dirt from your past, let that just kind of fall off of you right now, okay? It's time to take some time. It's time to take some time. It's time to take some rest. It's time to take a break, okay? That's your reading for Monday with the Vice Versa Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. Stick around for the next one, or click the time link for the other one, or have a beautiful day. And remember always that I love you. Bye. Okay, so our next deck is the Tarot of the Orishas, and with the Tarot of the Orishas, we have Carnelian. This is a passionate stone. This stone is great for revitalizing. It's great for like bringing up your energy, like getting you kind of, excited. It's a great stone if you do want lust and you pair it with the rose quartz. You could inspire lust in someone. It's a great stone to inspire, lust in yourself, and not just sexual lust, like a lust for life, a lust for a goal, a lust for a certain type of future. So like this stone can just bring you that kind of energy, that kind of vitality, that kind of oomph that we need sometimes, okay? So let's see what the Tarot of the Orishas have to say. So for whoever is here for this reading on Monday, July 1st, 2019, what is their message from the Orishas, from those ancestors who watch over us and love us and guide us? What is the message from the Tarot of the Orishas for this day, July 1st, Monday, 2019? Please and thank you. What is the message for those who are reading or here for this reading for this day from the Orishas? Please and thank you. You have the 10 of Fire. And I'm just going to check right after you have Yansa. So I'm going to show you these beautiful cards. This is the 10 of Fire. And then the one underneath it was Yansa. Okay. And with the 10 of Fire, I feel like, again, there's that idea that you're coming to an end of a sorts, of some sort of struggle. You've walked through the fire. You've gone through, all the negative stuff. And now it's at the point where you do it for you. As in, how like fireworkers train themselves, they'll get on the fire a little bit, or like let their feet get hot a little bit and then have to go back, and over they start to build like calluses on their feet, and this means that they start to not feel the fire so much. So that's kind of what you're going through. You've been through the fire so much that you're calloused and you're not feeling the fire, the heat anymore. But you're not calloused to the point where you're in a negative place. You are building up these scars like a martial artist. You're building up this endurance to the fire, to the flames, so that you can move through them and then come to a place of fulfillment and then realize your true power. And I think that it's a heavy power. Like this, I don't know much about this. I've never actually pulled this card before because, like I say all the time, I only really use these decks during these readings, during the pick a card readings. But I feel like there's a lot of wind energy, okay? And so what do you get when you get fire and wind? You get an explosion. You get a big backdraft. And I think what's happening is you're coming into your spiritual power. You're coming into your spiritual strength, and you're getting to this point where you're able to see just how deep your control is over your life, okay? You've gone through the fire and you've burned and you've suffered, but you know what? You survived it. And then when you're calloused and you're no longer actually suffering from it, then you're going to realize the divine that's inside of you. You're going to realize your own power, and you're going to come to this place where you're like, I did it. Okay, I did that, and now I am ready to take some people down. I'm ready, not people, but like negativity, like dangers, internal problems. Like, I am ready to fight these battles, and I am ready to acknowledge how powerful I am and that I can win these battles, especially if it's like against, and I don't know why, but like if it's against bad habits or an old religious view, something that you, I just noticed something like in the image. There's an image of death here, so there's like a cemetery underneath her, meaning, yeah, like something in you is about to die, or something like with something that you had to go through this fire to burn off, to like clear yourself of, and then you're going to be free of it and rise above whatever it is that you needed to get rid of. Okay, so let's see what the book has to say about the Ten of Fire and Yansa, because these are beautiful and quite intense. You know, like, I don't know how to explain it better, the intensity that I feel from Yansa, but like, think about standing in the middle of a storm. In fact, think about you're really, really hot, right? And like, it's a warm summer day and you're outside and it's hot, and then suddenly there's a downpour. And it's not even just kind of a downpour. It's not, you know, it's not a drizzle. It's you're drenched. All right, you could drown, but it's so freaking refreshing because of all the heat you've been through. And so you don't mind. You don't mind the storm. You're not afraid of it. You're not trying to get away from it. You are simply allowing yourself to be, and allowing yourself to heal from all the burns. You're allowing the water, the nature, the healing touch of nature to bring you to a place where you are powerful. Why can't I find Yansa? I feel like I've looked. Wait. So let me explain something really quickly. This book, okay, do you see what this says? Yansa, but it's spelled differently, or Oya, and it's spelled differently than on the card. So if I'm not paying close attention and I'm just looking at the words, it's like they don't match up. So that can be confusing, but, you know, it's okay. 10 of Fire. You will have to face the test posed by life or by your karma. Ask your spiritual guides for help, trusting that you will not be abandoned during hard times, and you will overcome these tests without any difficulty or hardship. Your reward will be an increase in your self-esteem and the acknowledgement of your honesty by others. So yeah, and you get through this fire, you're more powerful, you're more aware of your power, and you're more truthful of who you are. With Yansa, you made yourself by dint of courage, fighting, willpower, and tenacity. Your thoughts are quick, and often you allow no disagreements. A versatile character, you will be able to perform more than one task at a time. You will find it difficult to become rooted to a place or situation because you love change so much that you may choose novelty over the traditional or conventional, something that may bring you new experiences. Challenging, qualified for research, or at least to start research activities. You're at once analytical and possessive of things you consider your own. You can be cautious and repress impetus when you decide to do it. You have fortitude, speed. This card governs the nervous system, its filaments and nerve endings, and also thinking. Electricity and all related items may be at play, including conductors, power plants, filaments, cables, etc. Adding up the 362 kilometers mentioned in a quote from Isaac Asimov on the basic questions on science, you get a total, according to numerology, of 3 plus 6 plus 2, which equals 11, which is the first master number. Exactly. So, again, you're coming into your power. You're going through this flame. You're going through this hard time. And it's not easy, you know, like, he's walking on fire. That hurts. That struggle. You're going through it, but you're going to come into your power, and it is going to be so beautiful. Again, that just mentioned something about a master number, right? So you're getting to that point where you are coming into perfect alignment with your true purpose, and you're starting to realize your true purpose, and that's going to be a really, really beautiful thing. So just hold on. I know you're probably not going through something easy, but just hold on, okay? Because your power is coming, your strength is coming, and you have to be the one to push yourself through this fire so that you can achieve that, okay? So that's your reading for Monday from the Tarot of the Orishas. Thank you so very much for being here. Stick around for the next reading, or I'll see you next time. Remember always that I love you. Bye! So our next deck is Sorry, it temporarily blanked. Our next deck is the Faeries Oracle. And with the Faeries Oracle, we have our Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz is a semi-transparent quartz crystal that's a little bit dark and smoky in coloring, if you can see that. And it does pretty much as much as any quartz does, any clear quartz especially. It can help enhance any kind of magical working. I like to use it as a veil lifter. So whenever you're doing like a spell or a working, or just want someone to tell you the truth, smoky quartz can help with kind of bringing forth the truth and removing the smoke. You know, smoke and mirrors. It removes the illusions so that you can see clearly, okay? So that's what smoky quartz is good for. Let's see what your fairies have to say. So for whoever is here for this reading on Monday, July 1st, 2019, from the fairies, from those beings known as Fae, who come in so many shapes and sizes, and who filter in to our world and out as they please, tell us, what messages do you have for whoever is here to receive them? Whoever is here to receive the messages of the fairies, what can you share with them for this day, Monday, July 1st, 2019? Please and thank you. You have the Friends, which makes sense. And then Fairies of the Future is the next card, okay? And these are pretty gorgeous too. Check these out. So the Friends and Fairies of the Future. So I do think that this is a jovial message for you. And then we have 4, 6, and 33, okay? So I think it's asking you to kind of find positivity and joy in your relationships and in your connection, and really look to the future. It's possible a new love or a new friend is coming into your life, someone who really cares about you, or is going to grow to care about you, is going to come into your life soon. And if they do, you're gonna find that you spark with this person, that you're just like, oh, you were meant to be my friend. Like, you're practically you're in my soul circle. Okay, so it's gonna be like maybe a karmic or soul connection that you have with someone. And yeah, because I feel like it's been sent. They've been sent from the divine. For some of you, you're going to just be really bulking up your friendships, like just building them up, really giving them a lot of attention, or receiving attention from your friends. And it's gonna be very positive for you. I think you're gonna probably have more time, or try to make more time to spend with your friends. And when you do make those new friends, try to make sure that you're not skeptical about their friendship, because the friendship that's being offered to you is very beautiful and very light and very loving, okay? So just really keep your eye out for anyone new coming into your life, or anyone from your past who you maybe had plans for a future with, whether that's plans as friends or plans as romantic partners. You get plans for the future with someone, and then they like left your life, and then suddenly they come back to your life. Really be aware of that as a possibility. Also, just keep your eyes open for any new person coming into your life who's offering you friendship and offering you kindness, because they have a message for you concerning your path and where you're going. All right, so let's see what the book has to say about the friends and fairies of the future. So we have the friends, and I'm just gonna get to fairies of the future so that my finger is in there. Cool. Friendly cooperation with others is necessary, this is the friends, is necessary to reach mutual goals. Willingness to give and receive assistance and support is also required. Ask friends for help and suggestions, listen with respect, and accept the gifts willingly offered. Unconditional receiving is even more difficult than unconditional giving. 4 feet are more stable than 2. Alternatively, Fairy Nuff and Laoshan may be saying, I guess that's their names, may be saying that you will benefit at this time from offering support and aid to a friend. Look around you. Someone you love may be needing your help and be too bound up by fear of rejection or pride to ask. Volunteer your help to your friends and give unconditionally from a generous, loving heart. It will do you good, increasing your store of credit for help in time of need, and it might even help them. And with the fairies of the future, these are the fairies of a bright future and are essential companions on any journey. When these fairies appear, it is time to consider where we have been and where we wish to go. There are many opportunities, many potentials, but we must choose a path and then take realistic, practical steps to bring the desired future into being. This is not a time to wait for things to come to us, but to step forward boldly to meet them. We may do this alone if we wish, or in the company of those who share our goals and dreams. Okay, so after reading that, I do think it's possible some of you, not all of you, but some of you are meeting someone new or working with someone that you've already been working with on new plans and new goals for your future now, as opposed to someone you had plans with in the past. I still think that's a possibility too as well, but because Fairies of the Future, one of the key words was go now, or key phrases was go now. So it's possible that now is the time for you to start making plans for the future with someone. Now is the time for you to start setting goals and working towards those goals with a specific person, okay? So best of luck. I do hope that gave you some insight. I hope it helped you, and that, like I said, keep your eyes open for anyone new coming into your life, or anyone who you once made future plans with coming back into your life after they'd left. So that's your reading for Monday, July 1st, 2019. Thank you again and again and again for being here. I will see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have our new readings up. If not, then they'll be sometime during this week. And until then, remember always, 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 always that I love you. Have a beautiful, wonderful, and amazing night. Bye.